Daniel was a young man with strong hands and a heart full of dreams. He worked hard every day to provide for his small family. With his pregnant wife, Mary, and their little daughter, Rose, he finally saved enough to rent a new apartment in town. When they moved in, joy filled the air. Rose ran from room to room laughing, and Mary smiled as she placed her hand on her round belly. "This will be the home where our children grow up," Daniel said proudly. For a while, happiness lived with them. A few months later, Mary gave birth to a baby boy. Daniel named him Samuel, saying, "He will bring light to this family." The naming ceremony was filled with laughter, neighbors came, and prayers rose high for the newborn child. But just a few days after, everything changed. Daniel's company closed down, and he lost his job. At first, he believed it was only for a short while. "I will find another soon," he told Mary. But days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The money they had saved disappeared quickly. To feed his family became a daily struggle. Rose cried often because of hunger, and Mary tried to hide her tears while carrying little Samuel in her arms. Daniel knocked on doors, begged for work, but no one answered him. Soon, whispers began among the neighbors. "Since he moved into that house, his life has changed," one woman said. "Maybe the house carries bad luck." Another added, "That place has seen too many families suffer." The word spread until they reached Daniel's ears. At first, he refused to believe it. "How can a house bring bad luck?" he asked Mary. But in the silence of night, when his children slept hungry, doubt entered his heart. Mary, though weary, spoke gently. "It is not the walls that curse a man, Daniel. Hard times come, but they do not last forever. You must keep faith." Her words gave him strength, but the weight of suffering pressed heavily on his shoulders. One morning, Daniel left early and walked far into the city. He prayed with every step. At the corner of a workshop, he saw men working and asked for help. The owner, an old carpenter, looked at him closely and said, "Your eyes carry the mark of responsibility. Come tomorrow, and I will give you work." Daniel's heart leapt with hope. True to his word, the old carpenter employed him. The pay was small, but enough to bring food back home. Mary smiled as she cooked again, Rose laughed once more, and baby Samuel slept in peace. Though life was still hard, Daniel learned a lesson he would never forget. It was not the house that brought tears to his family, but the trials of time. And with faith, patience, and courage, no storm could last forever. What lesson did you take from Daniel's story of struggle and hope? Share your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring African stories every week.